our new van. This video was taken back in August 2020 when we just brought it home from London. The reason it's bright yellow, it's an ex-fleet vehicle and it was a lot cheaper than the white ones. Now there was a few issues that we had to address before we could crack on with the conversion. So on the inside you can see our layout. That's changed many times over the past few months. It was pretty battered and filthy on the inside. It had been used for carrying tyres around, like car tyres. The wheel arc was very rusty. That was the one patch of rust that we had to deal with. Otherwise we just had this filthy plywood to deal with. The cab itself was fairly clean and tidy, with the 2 passenger seats, but it was incredibly uncomfortable to drive in. We drove the van up hundreds of miles, so we know it's uncomfortable. The indicator light casings were smashed on both sides, so that was something else we needed to address. The one thing we were happy with though were the wheels. They're in really good condition and there's no rust to speak of on the underside. We've since pressure hosed the bottom to check. There was a patch of rust on the back door and some splits in the paint. There was a few nicks and bruises here and there, and a few dents. So the minute the van had become available, we jumped on a plane, flew down to London Gatwick. It took us 2 days to bring her back home, about 9 hours drive up to Gretna, and then a further 6 hours back up north to where we stay. She'd driven really well on the way up. We'd had no issues at all. Except for one minor issue which we'll cover in a minute, but we were really excited to get her home and get stuck into working. Here's one of the issues. The check strap's completely broken on the left-hand rear door. So that needed to be addressed to stop it swinging open. So every time we locked the van, it made a very loud beep, which was very embarrassing staying at the hotel. So that's our van. Hopefully you join us on our journey through the conversion, and we'll keep you up to date.